this business? What do you want out of me? What do you want to do? What strategies are in your head? What sort of money's in your head that you want to make? And then if it's not sensible, I'm just honest and straight. I'm from Yorkshire, speak straight, not like the Lancashire guys. Nice to be actually quite straight. It sounds daft, I'll say it's daft. Because one lady, and she is lovely, she's still a client actually, but she's lovely, said, I want to make 5 million a year. I thought, hang on a minute. You have to be doing something to make 5 million in a year. You have to start with 4 million to start with, unless you said, oh, I thought, easy. How much you start with? She said, net. Maybe we'll restructure your brain a little bit to get on the right track, because 5 million is a lot. So that's the goals. The goals for the day, the session, the goals for the 6 months, and the goals for the lifetime of the business. And you can think about this on the way home. What do you want to do lifetime, i.e. the end of life, or of the business or you? Do you want to pass it on to your kids as a legacy, or do you want to quit at 60 or 65 and then spend the money going around the world? What do you want to do with the money? Because the longer goal you have, the better decisions you make along the way. Because if you haven't got a goal, sometimes for some of my younger clients, about 25, 26, 60 is dead. You can't think that far ahead unless someone prompts them to do, well, you need 7 with a plan for 7 with a plan for 30, let alone 60. What about that? So, longer planning how the better decision you make along the way. And I'll help you come up with those sorts of plans. Then the next session is on where you are now. What is your current knowledge? What is your current skill? What is your current mindset? Where are you? I mean, really, where are you? Because some people start from broken and they've spent thousands on some sort of weird course and it hasn't worked and they haven't made any money, or they've been ripped off by somebody and the confidence is on the floor. So where are you? Some people come with tons of cash and they want to buy a great big house like to start with, and that might be wrong as well. To explore where you are, what skills you've got. And during that session, what I do is normally go through someone's patch with them and look at the stock they've got on the ground, because there's nothing better than what's on the ground. I moved down from the North East to the Midlands about 20 years ago now, and I ended up getting stuck in the Midlands here. I was actually in corporate at the time, and I fell in love with Nuneaton because I've got 2 daughters, Izzy and Charlotte, and it's my youngest, Charlotte, who's now called Lottie. I'm not allowed to call her Charlotte anymore. She's now called Lottie, and we were bundling around around Nuneaton. And she said, Dad, this looks like Stockton, which is where we're from in the North East. And it's all Victorian terraces, red brick terraces. And she said, you can't do that property stuff down there. She was about 10. And so she got, oh yes, okay, we'll have a look, see if we do it. And it works, it just works. It's the right demographic of people, it's bread and butter stock, investor type properties, like trade them on. You can do flips and assisted sales and stuff. I never have to go outside and anything, it's dead easy. So I don't want any of you guys come in here. just so you know. Right. So I never have to go outside. And if I do have to go outside, I've got Bedwood, which is just the same demographic, but it's 4 miles over. If I need to, I can go up to Tamworth. I've only ever done 1 day in Tamworth. That's about 7 miles. So I've got these little towns around me. So what we do with the new client is look at the area, look at the type of stock you've got, look what sort of possible deals will work, and then go and find some motivated sellers so you can start to examine your area, start to examine your stock, you can start to see what sort of money is in the area. Because some places won't work for service accommodation, they just won't work. I mean, Nuneaton doesn't really work for service accommodation, not like that. So, but if it does, if your area does, fantastic, that's what we're going to look for. So we don't worry about strategy too much, we worry about motivated sellers to start with. So that's in session 2. And I normally find a new client about 40 to 60 properties that they can go out and they can go find their own deals. And after they've done the viewings, and this is after the view, because if you view, you can get a deal. If you don't view, and how many in this room are addicted to Rightmove? Just find short ones. You do this thing where you're on Rightmove and you're looking, and your partner's saying, what are you doing on the internet? What are you doing? I'm on Rightmove. You've been on Rightmove for 5 hours. Has anyone been that conversation? Well, we don't need to go on Rightmove for hours. All we do is drag the list of motivated sellers down, go and see them, and after the viewing, then we start to analyse the deal. So don't do the research before the view. Do the research, and I'll do it with you after the view. Because I'll turn it into a deal if I can, or the type of deal, the type of deal to be out there to get you paid, or whether you can keep it, well, it's your deal. So that's in session 2. In session 3, we go through what might get in your way. So what skills haven't you got? Because not everyone can't do everything, can they? So what skills do you need to put in the business? A little mini course or a night school. If you're slow on the PC, accept that you're slow on the PC. And go and get a course and learn about it, because you're going to need a PC. The kids are way ahead of us with TikTok and with video. Video's part of business now. We've done about 4 videos or 5 videos today just in this room. It's about video and showing off your business. So if you don't do TikTok or social media or Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is that you choose, if you don't do it well, start to learn that stuff, get that down on your learning agenda. So session 3 is about what you might get stuck on, and then session 4 we go back to the questionnaire that originally sent in, and we come up with a plan, a workable plan, step-by-step roadmap for your first month out. And if I can get you through that first month out, I'm there on the end of the phone, and it's me that you get. You don't get fobbed up with, and I used to do this, I'm a bit ashamed of it. I used to work with a company that used to say you can talk to your mentor for 45 minutes once a month. And I used to do it, I used to be a mentor for them. How can you possibly get to know your client talking to them for 45 minutes once a month? It's nonsense, absolute nonsense. By the best will in the world, you cannot give them decent information or gold advice. So my clients, they don't have to say any free on Wednesday for a chat. The phone's there, mobile or online, and they just pick up the phone and ask the damn question. Because normally it only takes about 10 or 15 minutes to get through it anyway, so you might as well just pick up the phone, because at the moment you've got a problem in your head, if you've talked to an agent, or you've talked to an investor, or you've just picked somebody, or you're in a vendor's house, that problem that you've got in your head is instant, it's there, it's real, and could make you 30 grand if you get it right. But if you don't have someone to talk to, a head to bounce off, or a second brain, you'll lose it. The deal's gone. There's no point talking to a mentor for 45 minutes next Tuesday, there's no point. So in my business, we pick up the phone, have a chat, I get you through it, I'll get you as best I can, and get you on to get a deal, because I want you to make money. I genuinely want you to make money. I don't care if you call at 11 o'clock at night, which someone did to me last night. Didn't they, Philip? It really doesn't matter. I can't say it's 24-hour support, because we all sleep, don't we all sleep? Is anyone in the room doesn't sleep? We all sleep, so it's not 24/7, I can't say that, because we all sleep. But if I'm at the desk, I'll answer your phone, or your call. Or if I'm out, because I do viewings and jobs as well, if I'm out on the ground and I'm on the mobile, I'll answer the call on the mobile. So there's no appointments to be made. So, and as I say, I look after a client for about 6 months. After foundation day, or foundation sessions, I give you about 50, or send you about 50, I think it's 52 hours of video, which is all that stuff we've done, some of the stuff we've done today. It's all about sussing the deal, it's talking to the agents, it's going around the refurb, it's choosing the right stuff, it's doing the budget, it's having a step-by-step viewing session, setting up a viewing day, having the right gear with you. Or if you've got a question in property, I've probably done a video on it. So there's about 45 minutes each, there's about 50 odd of them. They get sent to you the same day, and all of my business documents, I send them all down to you, my day-to-day working documents, and the things like deal brochures and processes and stuff that you have to put in your business to make it work. I've already done for you, written them for you, so you've got them, and you can use them as you like. And then the property family, is something I'm quite proud of, because what we did about 7 or 8 years ago, I started working on my own, and this is one of my clients actually, he said, I'm not setting this group up. And we'll set it up just for the client, or just for people that have been in this room. And we set it up, or he set it up, and I wasn't in it at the time, and they got to about 50 people, and they'd all been on Dominic ground, and they were chatting to each other, and one of them must have said, how about inviting Mark in the group? Thanks for that. So it wasn't even like that. And it's grown over the last 5 years, it's grown to about 140 people, and they're all now one-to-one clients, or being one-to-one clients. I don't kick anybody out after 6 months, because it seems weird. When you've got to know a client for about 6 months and you've helped them and support them and got them through the kind of emotional journey they're going to go on, and got them some money, you kind of want to keep them near the business, so just keep them in. And I don't chase people for fees, it's not about taking money, you can't buy anything today, there's no pitch to buy today at all. But it's not about, the business isn't about just taking money off people for something, it's about keeping them in the family, keeping them close, and helping them again. This is a weird thing to say, but after a while, I'm not kidding, I must have had this about 20 times now, someone will come up to me, dear client or next client, and they'll say, Mark, I think I must owe you some money by now. Isn't that a lovely way to be? So I don't have to pitch it, I don't have to pitch anything, because I think I'm story somewhere, I don't think you probably do. I mean, I'll agree. It doesn't get paid, obviously. But you don't have to pitch anything out hard and that. If someone's had 5 to 6 months and have made money, they generally want to stay in, and I want to keep it. So, yeah, that's the business. Anyway, there's nothing about today. The thing to do is, I think we've got Sean and we've got Sarah. Sean and Sarah, back, just wait on Sean and Sarah. Sean and Sarah have got some little forms. If you want a chat, not to buy, I haven't worked out. If you sign your name with a bit of paper, you name with a bit of paper, I can't work out to charge it from the paper. It doesn't work like that. So all you do is sign up for a little chat next week or a week after, it doesn't matter when. You sign up for a little chat to take it some further. Even then, there's no hard pitch, there's no hard sell. Because I want to get to know you a little bit, I want to get to know your weaknesses, I want to get to know your strengths, I want to know where to go with you, because as a coach I think you should know your people before you take them on, not pitching them accept you can help everybody, because you can't. You genuinely can't help everybody. And the people you can, love them to bits, they're absolutely brilliant, some in the room, it's not known for a lot of years, but people you can't, you want to tell them you can't help them. Because you genuinely shouldn't take money off somebody if you can't help them, that's the whole point. So that's my pitch. I hope you've enjoyed today. Oh, mentions of personalities in the room. So we've got Sean and Sarah at the back there.